Greetings, saints of the Most High God. Today, we're going to be in the book of James, James chapter 1. The verses of emphasis will be verse 12 through 15. Let us dive in. Blessed is the man who endures temptation. First of all, we get a blessing out of this. We who are the men, the sons, the daughters of God, we are blessed as we endure temptation. This is an identifying mark of the children, the sons and daughters of God. When we endure temptation, that is you, that is me. For when he has been approved, he will receive the crown of life, which the Lord has promised to those who loved him. So those who love God, they are the ones who endure temptation. And what is temptation? Temptation is something that leads us to sin. So those who love God, who obey God, are the ones who endure the temptation, and we will receive the crown of life. God has promised this to those who love him. Bible says, if you love me, then keep my commandments. Love that we show to God is directly connected to our obedience. But our obedience only gets put on display if Christ is living and dwelling in us, because he is the one that is doing the work. Verse 13, let no one say when he is tempted, I am tempted by God, for God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he himself tempt anyone. The temptation does not come from God. Be assured that it is coming, and it is not from God. You know, Jesus, when he was led into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil in Matthew chapter 3, it was not God who did the tempting. The tempting was from Satan. And verse 14 here it says, but each one is tempted when he is drawn away by his own desires and enticed. You know, there are many things that draw us away from God, draw us out of the presence of God. But when we notice those things, we are to put it in the hands of God. When we place our desires, our hearts in God's hands, anything that wants to take us away from him, we have to commit those things to God immediately. Because in verse 15, it tells us why we should. Then when desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin. And sin, when it is full grown, brings forth death. You know, we'll do well if we commit those things to God. Because if we hold on to them, if we continue to look, continue to search for, continue to indulge in, that desire will be conceived and it gives birth to sin. That is when we fall. And when it's full grown, it brings forth death. But on the contrary, verse 12, we who endure brings forth life, the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him, obey him. If you love him, keep my commandments. Hey guys, this is the message for today. God bless and keep trusting.